What is up, guys? Welcome back. We are on part 2 of working on my 16 by 20 inch junk journaling framed picture. We are going with an 80s, 90s neon retro vibe. So I have already got the rest of all the circles and the images glued down. I was busy adding on some rhinestones and some sequins to just kind of, get a little jump ahead because I want to add a bunch more and I didn't want to take too much time doing that. Plus, I wanted to kind of show you what it looks like with it scattered around. I also added some sequin trim around one of the pictures. We're going to add another trim around to the other one. I've got a bunch of cute little words cut out we need to add. We've got some fun straws. The chain is finished being put together. We got to add that on yet as well, and maybe some more rhinestones. So let's get into it. I am super excited. This is turning out so incredible, you guys. I am here for it. Okay, I think I'm going to start by putting the trim on the other picture. And I found these have been in my stash forever. I've had these bright, colorful sequin trims that I have never used it, not even once. So I'm like, we're using them. So I put the green one on this one. We're going to put the orange one on this one. So I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac glue for that because it holds really, really well. Let's get started. I'm just going to go with a long piece all the way around the picture. Let's get some of this unwound and ready to go. All right. It is an absolutely beautiful, fantabulous day out today, you guys. The sun is shining. There's a nice breeze. It is not too hot. It is not cold. I went to a car show that was being hosted at my church today. I went with my mom and dad. That was the coolest thing ever. I don't go to car shows like hardly ever, but I'm kind of like, I should do that more often because that was a lot of fun. There was free food. There was a lot of like fun games and the cars. Oh my gosh, you guys, the cars. I was like, I don't know anything about cars, you guys. I don't know anything about cars, but I just love looking at them. I love looking at them. They are so, so cool. All the colors. There were so many different styles from so many different years. And of course, my parents were, pointing out, I had this car when I was younger, and I had this kind of car when I was younger. And I'm like, why didn't you keep those? They would have been so cool to still have those. And they're like, yeah, we're kind of beating ourselves up for not keeping them. But, we were young when we had them, and we didn't keep them. So I'm like, yeah, mistake on your part. It's like, if you have a really cool car, you should keep it. I know most people don't do that nowadays. They don't think about that. But it's like, there were so many cool ones. Then we got to, pick our favorite and we got to vote on it. It was just awesome. It was a beautiful day out there. Absolutely amazing. All right, I'm going to trim this right here. If I can get my scissors in there carefully. Come on, you. I'm going to make a mess, aren't I? If you just let me cut the string, we'd be good. This thing won't let me cut it. Okay, hang on. I need the smaller scissors. The big ones just aren't working. Okay, I don't want to get glue on this, but I might not have a choice because I gotta cut the string. It's in there. Oh, come on. Jeepers. Oh, man, the first one went a lot better than this one did. But there we have it. We have that on there. Just kind of get that all looking a little bit nicer. Oh, man, you guys, this is turning out so incredibly awesome. A lot of you guys say it looks really super cool. I'm loving it. I think it's the most coolest thing ever. All right, now I want to add on my fun little chain. I got this all finished being put together yesterday, so it's ready to be glued on. I'm trying to think which way I want it. So I'm going to start by it being down here. I want it to kind of hang off the picture a little bit. So when it's in its frame, it kind of hangs out of the frame. It just look cool that way. So it's going to kind of start here. And then I'm going to kind of have it, you know, loosely trail up. I'm only going to just glue the points down. So where it's going to be here, it's going to be glued here. And then I'm going to have it kind of dangle, and we're going to glue it right here. And then I want to have this kind of dangle up, and I'm going to glue it up here. And then this piece is going to kind of hang down. It ended up being longer than I thought it would be, which is actually kind of cool. So what I can do is, if it's going to kind of hang down to about here, I can take the extra off and kind of add it elsewhere on here. So just where these 3 points are is where I'm going to be gluing it. So the rest of this is all going to be floppy loose, which is what I want. So let's start with down here. I'm using the Fabri-Tac glue because it is really strong and it's going to hold. So I'm getting a big glob right there, the first point. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on there. Okay. And this is where I'm going to have to be very careful to not, you know, bump it or mess around with it. Okay. Now let me go ahead and kind of get this placed where I want it. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this point up here. So I'm going to add a nice big glob of glue right there. Okay, so it's going to be about there. I'm just going ahead sticking that in. Okay, so then we need to have this kind of flop out like that. And then this point up here. Add a big glob of glue right here. And then we're going to add in the third point right there. Okay. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm going to have this hang down to about here. I don't want it over top of the little arcade game, so I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, probably pull it out here. Right there. Okay, so I've got this long extra piece, and what I would like to do is attach another piece somewhere about here and have it hang down off of the thing here. So kind of like somewhere's about here, and it's going to hang all the way down to where it's hanging off. You can't see it in the camera, but it's going to hang off outside of the frame as well, which is going to look really cool. And so I'm trying to get that figured out. I can't really attach it just yet because I want to wait for that glue to dry before I attach this. But I'm kind of measuring, so I'm trying to think about, let's see, I want a little longer than this one, so about here. Okay, let me get this piece off. You guys can't see it, but it's further down here. Okay, so I've got my piece already here, and I've left with this tiny little extra piece, which is actually perfect. If you take a look, I don't know if you guys can see, let me move it a little bit. Can you see up in the corner the spaceman? Do you see how his arms are? Okay, now watch this. Watch this. That little piece is perfect to stick in his hands. Can you guys see that? Isn't that, oh my gosh, it is too perfect. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to glue that in place there. And what I also want to do is I want to glue some rhinestones onto the chain when it's all dried. But oh my gosh, that is going to look so cool. So hang on a minute, guys. I got to stand up for this because it's a little further away from me. So let me start by putting a glob in this hand for that one. Come on, stick down. Oh my gosh, these glue strings. Ugh. So it's the only thing I don't like about this glue. It's got a great stick. It's really strong glue, but the glue strings, oh, they drive me nuts. Because then they just get in the way and then they get caught in other things. Okay, I'm gonna get that one glued in there. All right, now hopefully those dry pretty good. I think they'll dry really good. This stuff dries very well. Wipe that off. I'm gonna cover the cap up. Okay, I don't think I need that anymore because this piece is not gonna be glued. This piece is gonna be attached to the chain once this dries a bit. I'm gonna move that out of the way until it's dried. But oh my gosh, isn't this so cool? This is turning out so amazing, you guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and add in our words. These were sticker words, as I showed you yesterday from a little sticker book. And what I did was I stuck them onto some of that neon cardstock just to kind of make them pop a little bit more. I grabbed a bunch of just, random ones. So I'm going to kind of glue them. I'm kind of thinking I want them like over these little like rectangle areas in a way. So I'm thinking that's where I'm going to start. So I'm going to use the art glitter glue. I'm just going to grab one. And I'm not doing these in any kind of specific order because they're random. So I'm just going to glue on there. Grab another. Glue that one here. Can you kind of see the pattern a little bit maybe? Grab this one. Oops, this one's upside down. Gotta do another one right about there. Put this one about here. Another one here. Let's put this one about there. All right, let's put some more up on this one here. So we'll stick that one there. See, I'm just grabbing and sticking because they're just random funny words. They're kind of like snarky in a way. Kind of like attitude words almost. I think it just really goes with the kind of whole punk rock kind of thing going on. Let's do this one right there. Just making it go nice and quick. I'm gonna put this one right here. This big pink one here. Let's see. I don't want to really put pink with pink. I guess it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Let's add another purple one in here. I'm gonna put this one right here. And I got this green one. And a quick dollop of glue. And I'm gonna stick that one right there. All right. Ooh, so cool. I love how they go on so nice and quick too. Because, just quickly throwing them on there. This has turned out so good. Okay, I can't forget about our fun little straws here. I can't forget about these. So let's figure out where I want to put some of these. Let's see. I'm thinking I kind of want one like right here or something. So I think I'm going to use more of the Fabri-Tac glue, messy stuff. I'm just going to put a line right down the straw and then stick it on. All right, then I'm going to grab like one of these ones. I'm going to stick it right there. Kind of how I showed you how I was doing it yesterday. Okay, let's see, another small one. These green ones are a little too on the, oh, that one might work. We'll put the green one on. Oops, come here. Slippery little buggers. I can add some rhinestones onto that too if I want. Put the tiny little pink one right there. Oh my gosh, glue webs. Oh, they're all over me now. An excessive amount of baby wipes have been used during this project. Just do this orange one here. Put right there. Need one more at the bottom. Let's see, this little pink one here is the smallest one I have. just like that. Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. All right, so I want to add some more in here. I'm kind of thinking maybe just adding some like random ones throughout like this, you know, kind of like that. Isn't that, that actually looks pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see those there. Those look pretty cool. I want to put those there because I like them. I'm just trying to add a whole bunch, just random, but all, you know, still kind of neon vibes. And also having fun. I'm having so much fun with this. Because it's very big. There's a lot going on in here. Plus, I like the 3D elements. That's what I love about making these junk journal framed pictures is the 3D elements. I can add all this stuff to it. And it's so cool. And again, I can always come in and add more. If I see something else that I think would look really cool on this, I can come in and add more to it. And I love that. Okay, maybe we'll stick something down here, maybe. You guys can see. And there's cat hair everywhere. Sounds about right. Okay, I'll stick this one about here. Put this one here. Now I'm trying to think of the next junk journal framed picture I want to make. It's like, what style, what colors, what do I want to make next time? I'm kind of thinking I want to make a really cool Halloween one or like a really cool fall one or something. There we go. All right, I've only got a few pieces left. Let's see, where else should I stick these? I'm gonna use them up. Use them up, waste nothing. Let's go ahead and throw one of these over here. Like right there. Now let's see, let's grab a pink one. I'm gonna stick this one right here. Got an orange one here, which I kind of want to stick right over here. And this green one here, let's see. Put it right there. Just like so. All right, I'm loving that. That's turned out so good. Turned out so good, you guys. Okay, I think we have a little bit of time left. Oops, we missed one. It's okay, I'll add it in later. I think we got a little bit of time left. I don't want to make this video too long. Let's add in some more rhinestones. Always adding in more rhinestones because I want lots of rhinestones on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some in my tray here. I do little bits at a time, just little bits at a time. Okay, I've got tweezers here in my thing, and I use the Gem Tack permanent glue. This stuff works really nice because it dries clear, works well for rhinestones. All right, what I'm going to do is I basically just kind of go around and I add little blops. See, little blips, little blops of glue. Little blips and blops, just as long as I remember where I put all those blips and blops of glue. See, and just kind of sticking them wherever. I'm gonna totally forget where half of these are. All right, and then I just grab a single diamond and I stick them right in the blobs of glue. All over. Making sure I remember where all the blips and blobs of glue are. There's one. There's one. And sometimes I'll even add clusters of them. Whoops, come here. There's one here. There's one up here. Okay, did I get all of them that I put down so far? I think so. All right, so we can add in some more. Just putting them everywhere. Put a couple down here. It doesn't need a lot of glue. It just needs a few little blobs. I'm gonna put a bunch down in this little section here. Just a bunch of them. Because I want this thing to sparkle. Rhinestones everywhere. If I could, I would kind of make this whole thing, make the whole thing sparkly. But I don't have enough rhinestones for that. It's quick and easy. Once you put your little dollop of glue, these things stick on very well. Okay, did I get all those down here? Let's see, looks like I got them all. Okay. You know, let's add a few little sequins as well. Add in lots of sparkle. So I just kind of grab a little handful of them and I stick them in the cap here. Just a small little handful. And then I kind of go through and pick through on here what I want to use. So like there's this really cool heart here I want to use. And this really cool orange one. Can you guys see that? I don't know if the camera can capture that. Those are cool. All right. And then I still use this stuff to glue them down. Where do I want this one? Put a little bit of doppel glue. I think I want it up there. Okay. And this orange one, let's see. Where do I want this one? I think I'm gonna put it over here. Just a little bit of glue and stick it down. I got this really cool, like, I don't know if you can see that leaf, that kind of see-through leaf. That's really cool. I'm gonna stick this one over here by this orange one. It makes it look like it's actual orange. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's so cool. Okay, we got a pink leaf here. I want to use that one as well. I'm trying to think where though. Where do I want this one? I think I want it right here. That looks good. All right, what else do we got in here? Here's a black one, but I don't want to use that. Here's another orange one. Let's go ahead and get this one stuck down somewhere. Yeah, doop, right there. It's good enough. All right, it's a cute little tiny pink one. Ooh, it's got too much glue. I'm gonna stick this one down here with the orange. I'm just sticking them at random wherever I feel like. That's kind of how the vibe is. Kind of how it's going. All right, let's get some more of these on here. So I gotta add some more little dollops. I need some more up here. It's kind of hard to reach up here towards the top. I need more rhinestones up here. So I'm gonna try and get some more rhinestones up here. You'll have to excuse me if I'm reaching or if I bump the camera. I'm just throwing a whole bunch up there. Okay, I gotta stand up for this a sec, guys, so I can reach, because it's a bit far. So I gotta, oops, get those up there. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys even see? Oh yeah, you can see. All right, just had to check my camera to make sure I was still in frame. This one there. There's one here. There's a big cat hair right there. Must remove. Oops. I can even pick these up. I'm losing my stick. That's what we have tweezers for. When your little diamond placer doesn't want to work no more, you use the tweezers. Okay. There's one there. Glue right there. Oops. Okay, well this one's gonna have two of them since one came along for the ride. That's okay. All right. Okay, guys, what do you think? It has gotten pretty chaotic. It looks awesome. I am pretty happy with it, with just a few more things that got to be added. So I got the last chain that's got to go here. And I want to add some rhinestones onto this chain up here, but the majority of it is done. I'll probably add some more rhinestones, of course, because, you know, I like the sparkle, more sparkle, more sequins. It needs more stuff up here, maybe a little bit more in there. So yeah, but all in all, I think we have pretty much come to the end. All the thing that is left to do is to go and get a frame and to hang it up. I know at Hobby Lobby, I can get a 16 by 20 frame, a pretty basic, pretty cheap one. I don't want to get a real fancy looking frame because I don't want to take away from the actual picture. So just the basic, simple frame, like really thin, nothing fancy. Probably just like a thin blackboard is probably what I'll get. But just got to get that and then hang it up, and that will be it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I did this. I'm so happy it turned out. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was inspiring for you to try something big and bold. Don't be afraid to add little bits of whatever. Just look through your craft stash and just kind of, you know, throw up on a page. There you go. Just dump it all on there. Have fun with it. I love this so much. This makes me so happy. I love bright colors and neon. This is so cool. Of course, it doesn't go with anything in my house decor. Actually, my house really has no decor. My house is random. I don't really decorate. I try, but it doesn't work out so well. But this is still cool. I can't wait to hang it up. And yeah, I can't wait to start another one, you guys. To be honest with you, I love doing these. These are so cool. I love being able to make something like this to hang it up and display for everyone to see instead of putting it in a book that sits on a shelf that no one will ever see, probably. So, if you did like this, hit the like button. Also subscribe for more because we're going to be making more fun junk journal framed pictures coming up. I've got some really fun like fall ones and Halloween ones I want to do. So many more. Yeah, I got 4 sizes that I have done. I think there's a few more in between ones that I wouldn't mind trying. I think there's like an 11 by 13, since the last one before this was an 8 by 10. There's like an 11 by 13 I could probably try. I'm not going any bigger than this, you guys. 16 by 20 is the max. That is it. I don't think we're going to be making very many of these ones either because I don't have a place to store them because, you know, I make these to change out in the frames. And when they're small like this, you can organize them into a nice little container, but you can't do that with something like this. So I don't know how many more of these big ones we're going to make unless I find something that I really want to do that requires a very big one. But yes, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It is a beautiful day outside. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of it before having to go back to work tomorrow. Yay. No, I'm excited. Can you tell my enthusiasm? I'm so excited. I'm so excited for work. Anyways, thanks again. I will see you guys in the next video. Keep on gluing.